That is Ryan Stevenson, and this morning Ryan Stevenson joins us on Zoom. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Hey, man. Good morning. Good morning. That was easy to get right on in.
Yeah,
sorry I missed you the last time.
Yeah, no worries about that, man. Okay, so we understand that this seems to be a COVID-19 era for you, and like others, you're sitting down cutting your son's hair. This is quite an amazing feat that I've noticed that you're doing. Man,
you guys wouldn't believe me if I told you I've gotten pretty good at the fade, at the cutting them.
I like so that. What's the technique? Because it looks like, we saw your Instagram, it almost looks like you have them on a barber's chair, just about. You've got the whole plastic thing on them.
In the kitchen. That's just an island stool in the kitchen, and I put I got a nice set of clippers that I got, and I put the little what do you call them? The little clips, the little extension.
Oh, like
clip.
A guard.
Yeah, the little guards.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I've kind of gotten the math down where I just kind of go down and go around their head.
You were going to save a ton of money doing that.
It saves like $18 every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Times two, right?
You see, so he was a first responder at one time. Mm-hmm. Now he's musician and concert tours and all that stuff and songwriter. Now, hey, barber. You know, that's great. That's amazing. I understand that you've got a very special place right around the corner where you bring the kids.
Where are we right now, though?
At the greenbelt where we're throwing rocks.
This is the Boise River, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You got a river right close to you. That's nice.
Yeah, we just walk right there. That's right on the river. Beautiful.
Yeah, you love spending that time with the kids. I know, especially during social distancing, you have some extra time you didn't have before. Something else I saw creeping your Instagram, you went to the Goonies house?
Yeah, man, golly, you guys, that's awesome. I sure did. You know what's funny about that? For those of you who are familiar with the Goonies, they filmed that movie in a little town called Astoria, Oregon. And I'm born and raised in Oregon, lived there my entire life. I grew up in the southern part of the state, but my parents met and they were raised and born in a little town called Rockaway Beach, Oregon, which is 50 miles south of Astoria. So my whole life growing up, we spent time, kind of half time between Southern Oregon and the North Oregon coast. So the Goonies was like our claim to fame, as a kid being from Oregon, we loved that movie. And so all these years later, when I went back, we were on tour actually. And I took a bunch of people on the tour to the Goonies house one day, and everybody just, man, it was so cool, so special. Everybody was freaking out that they got to see where Mikey and all the Goonies crew hung out.
Have you watched the movie again since then?
Oh yeah. We were just on vacation. We had a little house at the Oregon coast this last summer with my family, and that's like kind of tradition when we go to the coast. We'll sit around and at least watch the Goonies once.
That's cool. All right. And then you have this picture also that we found on your social media. You had quite the haircut when you were a kid. Who first of all, did this haircut with, looks like they took a bowl and just kind of I love your freckles, by the way, just the cutest picture, but this bowl haircut, explain.
You'd have to ask my mom about that one. I don't know where that one came from. As I got older, I could tell you where my horrible haircuts came from.
Yeah, but what was that kid thinking at the time? Not necessarily about the haircut, but what were you thinking about the future of your life?
I know. I mean, look, that's kind of open to interpretation. I mean, look at the look on my face right there. That is a classic look of, if you could caption this, it'd be like, what is my life going to be?
It looks mischievous.
Ryan Stevenson along with us this morning on HISRadio. Another retro picture we'll show you on HISRadio TV with Ryan Stevenson is almost like a before-after. You went through this massive weight loss journey in your life. You got healthy, and you've kept it off.
I sure did. Well, I mean, I tried. Several years ago, I just knew I was getting to a point where, I hit 300 pounds, if you can believe that. And that picture there down at the bottom left, to my bottom left. That was actually on my honeymoon, and I was 265 pounds right there at my wedding. So if you can believe it, I gained, 35 more pounds even after that picture. And my mother struggled with weight and health related problems, and that she got cancer, and that it just accentuated the problem. It finally, she passed because of all that. And it was just such a wake up call for me. It just really scared me to death. And so I just decided, I remember one day, man, I wanted to get healthy. I wanted to cut out just poisons from my body, sugar. Sugar was really the thing, man. Just almost like a sugar addiction. And so I had to really treat losing weight and eradicating that stuff from my diet, almost like sobriety. I know that sounds kind of crazy and weird, but man, for me, it was just the way it had to be. And so I lost about 125 pounds.
Wow.
And it's like changed my mind and emotionally the way I thought and perceived food and eating. And, I love food, but I mean, it's just like, you know what? I want to be around. I want to be around for my kids. We got a growing family here, and I want to be healthy and help. And it's been kind of cool, just over the years have been able to really help and encourage and kind of coach other people who are, wanting to get healthy and in shape and lose weight.
Now, this wasn't like 6 months ago. It's been how long ago now?
Yeah, I started that when I started really doing that when I was about 26, and I'm 41 now. Rob,
look at that. And healthy.
Yeah.
You look like you're 27.
Right,
I mean,
was gonna
come
say,
on. That is just
like last
amazing.
year.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, Ryan Stevenson's going to be with us on Facebook for HISRadio with a Facebook Live concert. Dude, right in your living room. I love this.
Right here. It's going to be so fun. Thank you guys for letting me do this and just connect with you guys this way. It's so cool, man. I love it.
You gonna let the kids join you on the couch?
I have been doing that, and so people seem to like it. I'll bring my boys in here for about 2 or 3 minutes, and they play a couple of their songs that they've written with me, and just have fun.
I was going to ask because I saw you do one of your son's songs at Winter Jam one year.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Yeah, there's a section of my set every night where I play 2 or 3 little snippets of their songs that they wrote. And I did it one night because my keyboard player got sick. He couldn't make the show. And so I had to go out on stage and just play my set acoustic guitar, no tracks, no band. I would just had to go out and do it. So at the last minute, I decided, you know what? I don't even know what to do. I don't know. My set's just, in pieces right now. So I asked the crowd about 2 songs in. I'm like, hey, anybody, is it okay if I play you guys a couple of my kids' songs? And people are like, yeah, woo, okay. So I played it, and the place just lit up, and they were roaring, and I got such tremendous feedback about it. So I just, out of complete accident and necessity, I just stuck with it. And it's kind of like a night favorite, a crowd favorite every night. Probably some of the biggest feedback I get.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, the place went nuts at the Winter Jam, man.
When you played your kids' songs, that was so good.
What's the theme of one of the songs? Because this is deep stuff here.
Yeah, probably their hit is a little tune called Apples and Hallelujah.
Apples.
You know what? I say hallelujah if I have a Honey Crisp. That's for sure.
That's so great. Ryan Stevenson with us this morning. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Ryan Stevenson from his living room on HISRadio's Facebook Live. It is going to be so good.